Greetings and welcome to Creative Consulting Dreams Inspirational Talk Show. I'm your host, Beverly Brown, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me, whatever platform you're seeing me today, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you happen to view me on. I'm just so happy that you're a part of watching this show today. Creative Consulting Dreams is talking to everyday people, and I call them dreamers. Talking about the obstacles that they may have gone through, trying to achieve what they want to achieve in life. And guess what? They end up becoming successful, or at least moving along the way. And what I want to do is be able to impress that upon someone that's going through something right now, saying that, you know what, oh my God, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, and I'll never be able to achieve my dreams. Well, stop it. This show is to show you that people are going through obstacles every day. And I just need someone at some point to watch this show and just say, you know what, if they did it, then I can too. So today I have an absolutely phenomenal guest. It's just amazing because we just met just at a business meeting and we never even knew each other, but I just was drawn to her, and because she has such a beautiful personality and an aura, but I did not know the things that she was facing at that particular time. So I'm going to get you guys to know somebody today that I love dearly. She actually went to my academy as well, but we'll talk about that soon. But I want you guys to get to know today beautiful Miss Jae Nunez. Thank you for joining the show, Jae.
Thank you, Beverly. I'm so excited to be here. It's been so long since we've got to sit down and chat.
I know.
Yes,
and that was the amazing part because I've been seeing you on Facebook since you left the academy, and we'll talk about that later. But I just see you've blossomed.
Yep, you've definitely watched the beginning point and where I'm at now.
Yes, I do. And I'm telling you, when I first met Jae, you're looking at beauty, confidence, success right here in front. And when I first saw her 2 years ago, it was just quite the opposite.
It was.
Totally amazed. So just tell a few people, you know, who Jae Nunez is, a little bit about your life.
Well, to start, Jae is a mother of 5.
Wow.
And a single mom of 5. And, you know, I've been married twice, divorced twice, and 5 kids. And that can really beat you down.
Yes.
You know, and that's where you met me. Just getting out of the second marriage and trying to find my feet, trying to decide what's next, trying to follow my dreams and my passions while still raising a family.
As a single mother.
As a single mother. And you caught me right at that crest of what do I do next?
Right.
Where am I supposed to go next? And
amazing.
You know, and you caught me right at that moment. And, you know, with all of us in that group at Academy, we just happened to click on just a different level that I wasn't expecting. And I ended up with a family that was just cheerleaders, nothing but cheerleaders and support. And that's what got me through, I can't tell you how many different obstacles over the last 3 years.
Right. Well, we're going to back that up to let people know. First of all, I want to mention, how old were your kids at the time when that happened, and how old are they now?
So my kids at that time were, let's see, my oldest.
Well, let's just do them now. We'll backtrack 2 years.
Well, right. It's been about 3 years.
Okay.
3, maybe 4 years. 4 years, actually. And it's been, my oldest is now 22.
Okay.
So 22, 21, 19, 17, almost 18, and almost 8.
So they were teenagers, and here you are, a single mother at the time after a divorce, and still trying to find your way with 5 kids. That's amazing feat by itself. Yeah. And you have some beautiful kids already.
They're really good kids.
Yes. Yeah. And like you said, when we first met, we met at a networking event, a women's networking event. And I just, like I said, I was just sitting across the table from her. And my spirit just kept like, you need to, say something to her. Y'all know how I am. I can't just sit and not talk to somebody anyway. But they had other women, but she stood out because she was very quiet, and she just looked like she just needed something needed to say something.
Right.
And that's where we started the conversation.
Right. And then we got talking, and then we talked some more, and I don't even remember what anyone talked about at that meeting. I just remember we talked, and and then you mentioned what you did, and
I think we met then we had another meeting together.
Then we met another meeting together.
Right.
They asked both of us to speak at, and and then after that it was.
After that, yeah. And that's when I learned more about your mom, who was going through cancer at the time. So tell me a little bit about that and how's she doing?
So right at that moment in my life where I'm going through all of these things, one of the things that came up was my mom getting diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer
on top of everything else.
Yes. And it was one of those, okay, we'll just throw a Hail Mary medicinally, and it's been 4 years. They're like, I don't know, we could say 2 weeks, we could say 6 months, we just don't know where it's at.
Right.
And it's been 4 years.
Wow. And she is in remission.
And she is in remission. So
after stage 4
after stage 4 cancer.
Oh my God. I mean, and I just love hearing that, because like I said, I saw it when it was happening. On top of everything else you were going through, then your mom getting the diagnosis. And I saw that in your face. It's like, well, Lord, what else?
Right.
Can I go through? And and then I contacted you about coming to the academy.
Right.
Or did you contact me?
You contacted me.
Yes.
You said, hey, just come. Just try it out one night.
Yes.
One night turned into every night.
Yes, I did, because I really felt that was something that you really, really needed. And I'm telling you, my spirit just kept speaking, just into you. And I loved when she came to the academy. She was still kind of quiet, still going through so much, like so many of the other academy people at that particular time.
We all had our fair share at that time, and but I think that's what really helped us. Was that we all had things that were common ground that really helped boost each other.
Right.
To say, I totally get what you're going through. Don't worry, we're gonna make it. Because sometimes for us it was day to day, but sometimes it was just that boost you needed to make it through that day, make it through the next day until you saw each other again. Talking on the phone, texting, all those things, just to be a support to each other.
Yes.
And just to push each other to really try and achieve our dreams.
And you guys became sisters. And for those that may not even know, a Dreamsteerer Academy is a 9-week course that I'm an instructor and founder of. It's called Dreamsteerer Academy here in the Arizona area. And it's a 9-week course based on a book by Bruce Wilkinson called The Dream Giver, which I happen to have right here. And I like to show that because this book changed my life.
Yes.
And that's what I did. And when I created that program, she attended for the 9-week course, and she ended up getting, we call now Dream Sisters. And you guys just started rallying together. I love that part about that.
Yes, lots of Dream Sisters, lots of, just really dear, sweet friends that I didn't have at the time, and I didn't realize I needed so much. And definitely the driving force into pushing myself, into being more confident, into really understanding myself and my worth.
Right.
And one of the things that we talked about quite often during Academy is because we were all doing something in the service industry or something. I had at the time my interior design that I was working on. Tracy with all of hers.
With her book and
books
everything
and all
else
of
that
that.
she was planning on.
And it was just like, make sure we always, wanted each other to understand that we're worth something.
Yes.
And charge what you're worth. Yes. And that was one of those things that just kept sticking in my head. And as I moved forward and started to change from interior design, and I got a different job as an advisor at a college, when it came to salaries and whatnot, it really made me think, and it made me understand.
You stop settling.
Stop settling. Don't settle. This is what I'm worth.
Yes.
And I'm worth a lot more than I think I am.
Yes.
And now where I'm at now, it means everything.
Wow.
So, you know,
That's
I'm
amazing.
just very amazed and very, very thankful for everything. And I think of that book all the time.
It's amazing.
All the
book.
time. The giants
Yes.
in that book run through my head. Those chapters.
So it's like each time you run across something, it kind of reminds you
yes, it
of
reminds
that.
me, and it really kind of puts me in check.
Yes.
And to reevaluate and think about where it is I am, what it is I need to do, you know, and not let myself get bogged down.
Right. And that's what I want to emphasize also to her when, like I said, she was going through so much when I first met her. It was a few months later that the academy started, and I sent, you know, invited her to attend. And when she came, like I said, a lot of people come reluctantly because it's like, what is this Dreamsteerer Academy? I said, just come. And when I came, she's like, it's kind of like you even said to myself, yes, this is what I need. And I saw it in your face. And when I see that, that ignites me. When I see the person saying, yes, this is something that I really, really want to do. And like you said, when you were there, you didn't know, you brought up about your interior design business. It was in the back of your mind, but you kind of started it, but you were just like not confident about it at all. But you did start pursuing it afterwards. But now look what it has done.
Right. I did. I pursued it for a while, and then, it, you know, the most important thing came to feed my children.
Yes.
And, you know, to pay the bills. And so I took a job as, in March of 2019, I took a job at a college as an advisor, as a career advisor. And it made me kind of reevaluate and think, okay, nope, I'm going to take this job because it's going to be really good for me. It's going to give me the financial means that I need for my family.
Right.
And then, but the thing I didn't know about the path that I was about to go on was that job was going to lead me to move to Central Phoenix. And then,
I love that.
And then from Central Phoenix, I took on a small job as just a fun job. Just, you know, get back into things, really kind of, you know. And then that job came, well, my real job at the college, they told us that they were actually going to be shutting down the college for physical campuses and going strictly online. So we had 3 years.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, 3 years. But then 3 months later, my fun job, just to do for, comes to me and says, we want to offer you a full-time job in the box office in this brand new performing arts center, which is where I have 30 years of experience. So I'm like, yes,
going back to it, and oh, trust me, right now this is the real emphasis that I really wanted to. First of all, like you said, people, please know that first of all, you have to survive. 5 kids. We can't always go and pursue our dreams without being able to feed the children, because guess what? You can't anyway, in your mind, do what you need to do for your vision if your kids are hungry and if you haven't taken care of the rent. So do something that you have to do to sustain you. And that may happen. It may be 6 months. It may be a year. And like you said, it got you to where you wanted to go. Then you went to a little fun job. It's like, you know what? I've had a bit of that. And she switched to a fun job. But she kept going. And then the fun job led to an offer for
a box office manager for the Madison Center for Performing Arts. And that's just a dream come true, because now it's not just that I get to do the box office, which I'd actually never done before, but being in the industry for so long, you just kind of pick things up.
Right.
And I've just been, you know, learning as I go a lot of the time. But then that also led to, you know, working and managing the front of house, and in the front of house and the beautiful lobby with these 30 feet of gorgeous windows and light. And I'm like, we need art on the walls. Let's start an art gallery.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, our executive director is like, let's start an art gallery. Go for it. So I've been scouring Arizona for Arizona artists to feature in shows. at our
I can help you
gallery.
with that because I know quite a few artists.
Yeah.
And I mean, that just takes my breath away. Because like I said, you constantly made steps and steps and steps. Whereas you thought that the interior design was the vision, which is fine because your vision changes.
Right, it
The
does.
dream transitions all the time to point you into the direction of where God really wants you to be. Now, what we say, is this your dream job now or closer to it?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't get really much closer to my dream job. I mean, I could have my boss's job, but I don't want that responsibility. So I'm at the top of my game right now, and I'm perfectly happy there. I mean, it's just just wonderful.
You know what? This is just amazing because this is how I really envision dreams happening, how people have to know. You don't always have to know everything. You don't always have to have everything. Yes, you have to sacrifice sometimes and not pursue your dream. Do what you have to do to make ends meet. Okay? Let's do that, especially with 5 children. And like you said, just keep the faith. Know God is there for you, seeing you through, and just knowing that things are going to get better. And like I said, I look at Jae today, and when I first met you, and I just saw you just now because I haven't seen her in it's been about 8-9 months, even longer. And I'm just like, oh my God, look at this beautiful woman of success, looking beautiful, looking great. So I just want to thank you for blessing this show today. I can't wait for people to see it and get on the air to just understand that sometimes you don't know what's going on in your life, but if you just keep putting your one foot forward and doing the next thing and the next thing and not being defeated after 2 divorces and hey, I'm a single mom and you didn't do the woe is me thing. You let it go for a little while, but guess what?
Everything has a lesson that you have to learn from. And even when the really bad stuff happens, you still have to think, well, what is it that I need to learn from this? And take that little nugget and then let everything else go away. It's in the past. And that will lead you to different paths, and you just have to go down the path. And sometimes it winds off, sometimes it keeps going, sometimes it's straightened out, and you can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Wow.
But, you just have to make sure that you're taking those nuggets of truths that you're being given through these really hard times so that you can move forward. Because if you're not allowing yourself to move forward, then you're stagnant and you're not going to be able to succeed.
And what better way to end the segment than with those encouraging and inspirational words. Please hear everything she said. It's just amazing. I'm so happy that you came to the show today. And like I said, I can't wait till the viewers see it. Thank you guys for joining us today on Creative Consulting Dreams Inspirational Talk Show. Look forward to more episodes coming, and do me a favor, please, on a YouTube channel. I would appreciate you guys if you like it, but subscribing is really, really beautiful, so do that for me as well. And anytime you see it, hey, send us a comment, okay? Thank you so much for joining us on Creative Consulting Dreams. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you. Take care. God bless you guys.